So we're going live now. Ready? The studio look very bright. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Patricia Johnson Lifestyle Channel. Just check in. Making sure everything is everything. I don't even have anybody to check up for me. Yes, guys. So we are live.
Good night, Miss Johnson.
Good night.
How is it going?
It's going good. I'm just here kind of wanting somebody to check that they can hear me away from, just to make sure everything is running up and going before I
Well, Miss Johnson, I
introduce.
could do that. I
Before,
could do that for you, but I'll be getting feedback.
okay, okay, unless you can jump off and call one of maybe Tashi or one of the moderators and ask them if they could check it out for me and then I call you back while I just do some
Okay,
post.
I'm gonna do just that.
Right. All right. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I have to keep this plugged in now because I have medical topic in. So guys, tonight I didn't post any prior indication that I was going live. It's just sometimes I just do things spontaneous. So bear with me. So tonight we just want to look at the topic, as you can see in the in the title, soft life women versus alpha men. Can that work? Can it work? I need to fix that up. Can it work? Right? And today we are going to touch on that topic. I know those are some topics that can be a little provocative. Yes, is everything going good over there?
Yes, I'm getting better connection now that I made an audio call.
Okay, perfect. Let me just put my Bluetooth on again. Seems like not sure if it's connecting to Bluetooth, so that's the next thing. Hello? I wanted to come through on my Bluetooth so that everybody can hear. That is the thing, which I'm not hearing you through. Let me turn up this a little. Hello? Hello? Yeah, I just want to make sure that you're coming through my. Say hello again. Yeah, you're not coming through the microphone. I have the thing here set up. So let me kind of disconnect the Bluetooth and connect it again and see. Connect here. Okay. Can you say hello again? Testing.
Hello.
Perfect. All right. Sounds good. Sound good there. Sound good. Okay. Thank you, Tashi. Thank you so much. Yeah, man. So, like I was saying, with the topic now, um, and guys, from everything sound all right for me. Me just want to jump right into the meat of the matter, the topic. So, soft life woman versus alpha male. This is a modern day kind of saying. I feel like I have too much light on my face here, so I keep it like this. All right. Yeah, still look like too much light. Anyway, yes, soft life women. This is where women tends to want to be in their femininity. They want to play a feminine role because most men used to say the men are too masculine. The men are saying that women nowadays are too masculine, right? So
Yeah.
now we want to look at when the women are in their feminine role and the men are in the alpha men. So alpha men, guys, my cat is in the background here coming through. Want to go outside, but you're not gonna go outside. It's nighttime now. Stay in. Yes, and versus the alpha male. So the alpha male are um you know masculine energy, so the men
Yeah.
would be showing their masculine energy and operating and
Yes.
functional in their masculine role as men.
All right.
Yeah, so we want to now let me introduce tonight we have here um on the live with me is gonna discuss this is Maurice from Jamaica History Channel, and he is going to help me to discuss this topic tonight. So Maurice, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. Can't complain.
Nice, nice,
It's a
nice.
it's summertime in Jamaica, and the summertime is festive.
Yes.
After we get off this discussion, I'll be watching Reggae Sunfest live. So it's a good night.
Okay, nice. That sounds good. What time is that gonna be? Reggae Song Fest.
Well, I'm going to be checking out in Reggae Sunfest at about 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So we'll be done by then. I just want to make sure that I'm not stealing any of your personal time. But thank you so much for
No,
coming and joining me
yeah,
tonight. Yes. Yes. So yes. So Maurice, yes. So as a male, as a man, and what's going on in relationship nowadays, you hear these kind of discussion about, men want to some men not, manning up, and some women they are taking on the masculine role and so on. But we want to look at if a woman is functioning in her femininity and the man is functioning in his masculine role, will this type of relationship work nowadays? We're not looking at back in the days,
all right.
nowadays. Yeah. Go ahead.
That relationship wouldn't work for me, because I don't like a woman that's too, too girly. A woman have to can stand up for herself. Woman that program that way will take any kind of disrespect from a man and take any bullshit from a man, and I don't like that woman who anything the man says she agrees. A woman have to have a say in the relationship as well.
Wow. I'm surprised at the
Understand?
answer. Yeah. I'm surprised at the answer, but the answer making sense. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Yes.
So you're saying, so is femininity really girly then? Is it acting in your feminine role? Is it okay, so from your standpoint, you're looking at it from nowadays ladies, is they're acting girly? in a sense.
All right, I'm gonna tell you an example where some part in Africa, anything the man says goes, right?
Ah, mm-hmm.
And I had the privilege of meeting one of those women, and she still think that that's how it goes in Jamaica. Anything the man says goes, and I didn't like that for her because she will go through any type of domestic abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Anything the man say goes. The man can have five wives and she's okay with that. That's not a relationship. That's an unlevel playing field.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You understand? The woman
Yes.
has to have some leverage and some say as well.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to tell you about an example where I had a friend and he and his girlfriend would fight to watch the TV at night. The girlfriend want to watch her show and he want to watch his show and it would start a big argument.
Hmm.
Which is, it shouldn't be like that. The man should know that, all right, the woman come first. Let her watch what she want to watch and go to her bed. Then you watch what you want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, for us to have a balanced relationship, the woman have to have an equal say. I'm not saying that the woman should be more powerful than the man, but I think an equal say is good. If
Mm-hmm. To be
because
a
the
healthy,
woman
really,
play a
for it to
very
be a
vital
healthy.
part of the relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to understand that a man without a woman is like a tree without a root.
That is a word, my
You
brother.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
So is so you understand a tree without a root is just log.
Yes, yes, yes. Maybe even
Yes, so the woman is
dry up
very
log to kind of have no it not have nothing for no
yes,
substance.
the
Yes.
woman is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very important. So you should give her leverage.
Yes.
So it's balanced. It's a balanced relationship.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about these men nowadays who I don't even want to run ahead of myself, but you know, like because you just mentioned some of the pros and the cons with being in that feminine role. That means she's relying totally on the man, and the man is gonna be the sole decision maker. But nowadays, you have some
Yes,
men talking about like top tier men. Like they're saying that they are the prize, and like they're talking about nowadays you find people talking about what you bring to the table and who is the prize in the relationship and what is the table and all these kind of talking and so on. So if, for example, nowadays you find a lot of women that are independent, right? And they are working and they are doing work just like the men and practically doing some of the work that the alpha male should be doing, like in a traditional relationship. So what
yes.
you have to say about like men who they are saying that women are behaving too masculine and they are looking down on those women to be acting more feminine then.
And a woman has to know her place in life, you know. You
Right.
understand?
Yeah.
Yes, because when a woman is a move masculine, one thing you think about her, you know. Yeah, yeah, so she's a dyke or she's a tomboy. Growing up, we never used to like tomboy. I still don't like them. You understand? Because
Mm-hmm.
a woman have to be a woman. But as I say, there have to be a balance.
Mm-hmm.
You
So what do
understand?
you think the
All
role
right.
of a woman should be? I don't want to run too far, but okay, a woman should be a woman. So what are the expectation of a
All right.
woman? What is she?
The expectation of a woman is that she is she's the soul, the family, the one who take care of the family. You know what I mean? She's the
Mm-hmm.
doctor. She's the nurse. Sometimes she will be the cook, and she will just you help her with the other things. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't let she alone do the cleaning and you help her with the cleaning and stuff like that. The house chores. You don't leave that alone and her.
Okay.
Because you the man you have the strength they can push away the furniture and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it should be a team effort in some things and in some things no. It's the woman's responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Growing the kids, you have to be a father figure for the kids, but the mother is very important.
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
Especially if you have girl child, if you have girl children,
Mm-hmm.
you need the mother to be there for them to show them certain things that you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So the role of a woman is very important.
Yeah, I just want to quickly answer a question here. Spiritual Bible stories asking what is considered as masculine energy. Okay, so what some of the I'm just going according to this modern nowadays, speaking about women operating in masculine energy. All right. Just to clarify, you find a lot of single women nowadays, or even sometimes they are not single, but they have a spouse in the household. But you still find like the woman, she's the one wearing the pants and she's taking on the leadership role in the relationship, while the man is kind of laid back and he's not stepping up into his position as a man. So now the question that you asked, what is the masculine energy now, is where the woman to them is basically taking on the role of a man. So she's not in need of a man in pretty much apart from sex, just for sexual pleasure. The man is like he's in the back. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I'm getting that understanding from people when they talk about woman in their masculine energy, like a strong woman. Like a woman who is out there, she's working, she's taking care of the kids, she is taking care of the household, she's hustling, she's doing whatever. So once the woman is doing that level of responsibility, she kind of have that kind of power. Now, when she have that power, a man can look at that. Some men look at that functioning of that woman as masculine. However, some of these men are not operating in that. They might not be doing what the woman is doing, even though she might be in a relationship, or she might have been in a relationship and a man walk away from her. But most of the men nowadays, they're saying women are operating in this so-called masculine energy because they might be independent or whatever. So I think it's more of a their opinion of how they describe women to be. So I don't know if that answer spiritual Bible story question that she asked.
Alright, well, my take on that is it's not a masculine energy, you know. If a woman have a better job than you and she earn more money than you, all you have to do is make sure say you bring something to the table.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? No matter how small, it's a good thing that when one away, I get a higher pay than one.
Right.
Some would see that as a masculine energy.
Exactly.
Masculine energy is a woman now who wants to rule the man
Mm-hmm.
and she wants to make all her decisions them. Anything she say goes.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And that's overboard. That just like what I was saying a while ago with the man trying to rule the woman.
Mm-hmm.
We are adults,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So we should both come to a mutual understanding.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men try to control your woman, and a lot of women try to control your man. But
Mm-hmm.
that's not the way to go.
True.
People should talk about things and discuss things and come to agreement because we are one. We are a
Mm-hmm.
family.
Right.
But the masculine energy now is when the woman pretend to be a bully. Anything she say goes, and if it can't go her way, here's problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm just reading this other message here. Men think they can lead behind women by not doing anything. Some of them are too lazy. Yeah, and you find most of the relationship nowadays. I do agree with what Spiritual Bible Story just wrote. Like some men think that they can lead behind. A man is required to lead in the front of a relationship. He's supposed to be the leader. But because nowadays society is so twisted, and a person might be in a two persons or couples might be in a relationship, and say for example, as you mentioned before, Maurice, like the woman is getting more money than the man. You know that that can bring some type of jealousy feelings or some type of feelings towards the man, and then he slack off by not stepping up because he's looking at, oh, she's earning more money. And also the woman too, she can be manipulative now, or she can, what you call, be disrespectful then, because I'm not saying that
Alright.
it goes both
They
ways.
have a saying, that they say, is not what you earn, is what you save, okay? So if I bring my 10,000 to the table or whatever it is
Mm-hmm.
on a weekly basis, you bring your 10,000. The rest of your save is your saving.
Mm-hmm. But we're talking
You
about like,
understand?
yeah, I not spiritually inclined with God or his spirituality and expect the household to run smoothly. Oh gosh, we're coming right back to that point. We're coming to that point. But like you were saying about the saving and all of that, we're just talking about what coming to the table now. Because remember, we're talking about human being now, you know. I have seen
Yes.
in relationship where the woman is earning more and the man, sometimes the man don't want to work. The man don't want to do nothing. He's just, because he's not gonna get a job that is higher paying than the woman, or he's not seeking to get a job, or maybe he's not in a position where he can get a job higher paying than the woman. It's like a competition in the relationship. And so you find like he slack off and he doesn't care about, he will just, just barely moving around in the relationship. And because of that, now the woman has to be leading by the front. Because say for example, as you mentioned, you come with your 10,000. Suppose the woman is coming with 20, right? Some men
Yes.
start to feel some type of way or some kind of, I don't know,
I
you know.
never tell you what going on. See that man, him just bad mind and envious. You understand? When him to upgrade himself, so him can be equal with the woman. You understand? When a
Mm-hmm,
woman willing to do with you, and she contribute more to the household and she willing to do with you, you must be grateful for that.
mm-hmm,
And try upgrade yourself. Try do something. Try go to school, go learn a skill or something. Try
mm-hmm.
find a way out to match up to the woman. Then since as if you feel left out or you feel,
Some type of way about it.
some type of way.
Mm-hmm. Or do some other
Yeah,
type
it's a
of
easy
business or
solution to
whatsoever.
that.
Mm-hmm. But I have seen women who they are okay with taking care of a man. I don't know. I'm just going now a little off topic now to say these women who decide that they're gonna mind a man now, like to say the man don't have to work. How does a man feel about it when a woman is taking care of him and he's not working and he's able to work? He can work, but a woman is saying, okay, I will take care of you, don't work. Should a man accept an offer like that?
Alright, man, I gotta tell you something now. I think him should have still try to find something to do for himself. Make himself a man. Don't depend on the woman every day, cause I never saw we know it said, say, alright, back in my grandfather days, my grandmother stay home and cook the food and them something there. And wash him clothes and them something and him go and farm the land at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when him farm the land and come back with the ground provision, then my grandmother carry it to market on Friday day and Saturday day go sell it. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah.
That's the culture we know about.
Mm-hmm.
So say, me can't agree for a woman to take care of a man.
So all these
So
men
I never
are
see my
sitting,
grandpa.
yeah, all these men nowadays, they're saying you have some men who basically saying, oh, they have done a lot over in traditional day. Woman use them, or woman them used to take care of man. I mean, they used to take care of women and the household. So no, it's okay for the woman to mind them. Is it like your manhood don't feel like feel
No.
depleted
Yeah,
if
man,
a
you know,
woman take if a woman take
the
care
man,
of yeah.
this time I tell you, son, you see the man, see them grandfather was a renter jet. You understand?
Alright, that's it.
A renter jet down on the beach and nigga will open their mouth and say, welcome to nigga. A man like me, yeah, work like that, but I think that way, I'm going to show you something. But upon the hustling today, I'm not going to go and great for me, and I say, I go look some cement work, you know.
Mm.
I that me sit down on my bike and I met and I say, I know, say, I have to go back in the cement.
Mm-hmm.
Big and serious, cause as I'm telling you, my grandfather till this side, Monday to Friday, and my grandmother gone to market Friday and Saturday. That me know about. Me don't know about nothing else. So if a woman have a help you to do something, if you try to find a way of help yourself out of the help what she have there. So you have to live like a real renter. Anything where the woman say, you have to go take up, you have to go take that and suck up to that. So, and the woman will feed you and clothe you. And she, you know what I say?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
Anything where
If
the woman say go.
yeah,
So
and
if you're willing to live under woman government, you're willing to live under woman government, woman tell you what time to go your bed and then something there. You're free to make you take care of you. But then everyone away are willing to live that way there.
yeah, I just want to read spiritual Bible story said a lot of men are not spiritually inclined with God or his spirituality and expect the household to run smoothly. That is true because
Alright.
them have a bad
Spiritual Bible study, me I gotta tell you something about God and everything. You see, God, the in between the between God and them thing. You hear them say you have good. Good, good. And God spell God. Devil spell Devil. And Evil spell evil. You understand?
Mhm,
So you either on the devil side or you're on God's side.
mhm,
Me, after the on God's side, because I got Catholic school. I now go tell you say I live the best life and me the Christian. I the most holy one, but guess what? In myself I'm more righteous than some man who say I go to church every Sunday.
mhm.
You understand?
So what do you think about bringing that type of level of spirituality in your family? How important is it to incorporate, I'm not talking about
Oh yeah.
Christianity, no, I'm not talking about church or anything like that. I'm just talking about like like that aspect of your
Yeah.
life is how is
Alright.
important is it?
How we grow. We learn to say with prayers and we learn to say with grace and them something there. So you have to teach your kids them how to pray before a meal and them something there.
Mm-hmm.
And if if I even say thank your father for waking me up this morning, then I
Mm-hmm.
have to say a big prayer. You understand what I say? So you have to have them in tune. And you as an adult you have to know them something, you have to give thanks for life. Because you could have got your bed and not wake up back the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
We now have to send a great prayer. Because we're not the Holy Spirit and we're not touched by the Holy Ghost, but what? We give God thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And what time life gets some dread way, some
Mm-hmm.
dangerous thing could happen to you, you have to give him thanks same way.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. So you think that's supposed to be a big part of your family system to
As
help
me
you
tell you,
as a man, to help you as a
not in
man?
between, not there between God. Not in between, not there. And I like say you can say, well, alright. And I like politics, you can say neutral. You understand
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? The neutral not there between God and devil. You're there on the devil's side or you're there on God's side.
Yeah.
And you have to choose.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. But spiritual
Yeah.
Bible story make a big thing because most of the time we seeing out there a lot of people like they're looking for a relationship, right? They're looking for a
Yes.
relationship And
Yes.
I think people are learning now. Everybody, trying to, well, some people trying to fix themselves, fix their emotions. Some people seeking counseling, seeking therapy. Some people heart was broken before. Some people face all sorts of they were in
Tribulation.
really, yes, before. Sometimes it's not even relationship man and woman. Sometimes it's parent and children relationship, family relationship, work relationship, and so on. And so people get trauma from all different aspects, and they still have to deal with self. And then they come now to start a relationship. How easy is it for
Yes.
you to, like, discern a toxic person, or not really toxic, but a person who is not, both of you are not on the same page then with, where you want to go, and in a relationship. How easy is it?
Okay. So did I say the woman are heading in a different direction and you are heading in a different direction?
No, like, yes, like, say for example, people dating, right? Because sometimes some people don't date,
Yes.
them just they with them one another, and them no give themselves time to date and learn about a person before they getting involved deeply into marriage and all of that. And then while they're into marriage now, so I'm just saying, how easy is it, or how difficult is it nowadays to to discern a person, or for you to find that virtuous woman as a man, for you to find that virtuous woman, to say the type of woman that you are looking for, um genuinely. How difficult is it, or how easy is it? Is it very easy, or is it difficult?
Very difficult.
Why?
Alright. We are gonna tell you something now. It's not easy to find a woman where you're not compatible.
Hmm.
Most time I find a woman, you like her, she not like her.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say, but you're not there for a reason, understanding, but based on how she gravitate towards you, you know, say, she not fully interested, that you have to convince her. And when you have to convince her, that not gonna work out.
Mm-hmm. So what do you look for
Yes.
in a woman? Like, when you're going out to find a woman or something, or him or something, just a woman, because when I wanted something that's so now we a while ago. When you're going to find a woman or date a woman, what is it you're looking at? You're looking at the physical first. How do you search,
Alright, let
navigate
me tell you
through
something.
people nowadays?
You can't look for physical appearance right now, you know, because you have false hair and false nail and then something and false eyelash and then something there. I have makeup, the most disgusting one, makeup. So you end up see a woman tonight and say, oh, this woman look nice. Unless they drive go around to check her when she don't have on no makeup and she look like a zombie. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So me that tell a man to go off a personality. You know, I tell
Personality.
you, if you look at woman when you look good, you know. But me
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, say, go off a personality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But
So
because what?
you will go off a looks and you end up get caught up in a makeup. Because when me used to go a party, I mean see the girl them come in a party, when them a come to the party get how they look nice. And when
Mm-hmm.
them dance and sweat off the makeup, them gone back to them normal life. Alright, me I go show you something. I regular see some girl on internet and one time I see them in a real life, me I said, Jano, them girls are wicked.
Mm-mm. Jaja.
You
Then put on the filter
you
on
see
you.
like you see like how the AI business look, you see like how the AI business look, I saw some of them look. Cause more time I see some girl you see on your WhatsApp status and me have to say, Jano, them a girl and look so in a real life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Cause me know them, it just walk past her a while ago down there so.
Mm-hmm.
God bless the one and two them way have up them beauty same way.
Right.
And can so me that tell a man to try look a natural woman of her personality.
So you would think nowadays
Don't bother.
You think nowadays because all them dolly body and dolly up things were going. You know, feel say the woman them you know the woman cause the woman them fair do them something there, you know. Because a lot of men, especially in our black
We
community,
them a do
well,
it to
me just
themselves.
a say
Listen,
men. Me
them
just
a
a
do
say,
that. A market. Them a market themselves. They have a thing when name shot value. Shot value. Them a market themselves. You understand me? I say, all right. In a fear normal, like she couldn't get a man to drive a Benz and she want a man to drive a Benz. So she spend her money upon herself, invest in her image.
mm,
You hear me? I say? You hear Elephant Man say, thirst is nothing, image is everything. Them a follow
mm-hmm.
Elephant Man.
Now create an image.
An Elephant Man don't have a mansion up on the hill and in pool and then something how much in millions, how much in each song him sing and them a say, them a follow Elephant Man because Elephant Man say, thirst is nothing, image is everything. Oh, you have to talk something like that. I guess you're gonna drink water, you're dehydrated.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I guess
Mad
some
people
people
them.
have some concept of life. You really have to listen to what them are really saying, because if the man say self is nothing and image is everything, you have to really
You're a madman.
wonder.
So you gotta listen to that, you're a madman. Don't drink no water before 40 days. And don't drink no juice. Not drink nothing before 40 days. Just eat food and I go, sir.
Mm,
5 days time you're dead.
mm-hmm,
You're dehydrated and the hospital because I know some old lady whenever you to drink no water. And when time they go hospital, dehydration of them complain.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But even that
Then you
that
know,
statement, I believe that a lot of people in today's world are living by that statement, basically living by that statement where they put self aside and you and more put image up front. Because if you go on social media,
yeah.
as you were saying about social media, where people, you know, change up, filter up, and doing different fake things, they forget about self, and a lot of them are sad, a lot of them are depressed, and so many things happening to them, so beyond that image is a total different person.
Yeah. Let me tell you something when I say I go on a Jamaica now. You see when the girl them reach a high school and them a go graduate, them have
Mm-hmm.
something where them call makeup. They make them put on makeup when them a graduate, you know. I teach them now enough to be delusional, you know. But make them make the graduation run normal and then come the girl then come there, come with them normal face. Them have
Mm-hmm.
makeup there and picture there, you take picture.
Mm-hmm. I
So
guess,
it starts in a school too, you know.
yeah,
The school have
society.
something to do with it, you know.
Yeah, the whole society is a whole society thing.
And
Yeah.
them now have a barber there. Them now have a barber there for the boy them when them say, alright, to their picture there, so we have a carrying 10 barber come trim the whole around and make do a nice little ear and then something there. The boy them have to go look them one a hairstyle.
So you
So
see the,
as I tell you, I do some system thing, you know,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
to get the makeup instilled in a society.
yeah, that bias, yeah,
From the girl them
gender
graduate out of high
bias.
school and put on a makeup. From the girl them graduate out of high school and put on a makeup there.
Mm-hmm.
Them know what I want to stop. Them just continue them journey.
Cause them like to see themselves at, maybe people accept them more
Then
with
when
the
I look for
makeup.
the graduation picture, man, when I look for the graduation picture, the image is everything, you know, thirst is nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I the society, makeup of sell, and then I use the school them to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
It start it off,
So
the
what are you,
influences.
as you
So,
mentioned, let's go back now to what you were talking about when you said you would go by the person character and so on. So are you seeing, like, in terms of people out there, um character, that word character or personality, whatever, isn't that are you seeing genuine personality and genuine character nowadays? Like, what are you making out with identifying good character in a person?
alright, you have to get to know the person first, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You have to get to know the person first.
Yeah.
So when you get to know the person and the person gets to know you, everything good.
So basically you're saying that as a man, as a young man out there now, you would have to definitely know yourself first, because you can't just randomly um if a person don't know what them want, what them looking for, right? They just going to end up with anything. Because a lot of people
Yeah.
nowadays not even knowing themselves to know what is it that they really want as a woman. Because sometimes you hear some man when them ask them, okay, what is your, them have the whole deal breaker. What is your what is your type of woman? And most of the time, when a man identifying their type of woman, is always physical. Is always something physical. Is either them want the woman shape this way, she must be a certain height, and vice versa. The woman say the same thing too. They're looking for somebody tall, with him too short, or you look too short, and they're looking at light complexion, they're looking at browning, and we can say this what we are saying no, but in reality, what we are saying no, that's not the reality. What we are saying, the discussion that we are having now, that is not the reality that is out there. Men are looking at physical beauty of a woman, they're looking for shape, they're looking for sex and money, and a woman will have money. Because sometimes man will go for an older woman, but most time is they're looking for somebody who have something already. And you will find an older man looking for a younger woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of sex, and the younger woman looking for an older man because of what he has. So you notice it's always for something, it's nothing for nothing. So it's always something
Yeah.
physical or monetary. Most of the time when people are looking, it's not never character. Never the person character. I doubt it. Think character come last, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, based on what I'm seeing. I think character comes last.
The
Because
relationship they're not going to really last.
I think people fake, so much fake people out there now, that even if you're looking for character, you might not see the character of the person right away, because people are just acting now. What do you think about that?
All right. If it's acting now, person can act for so long but no more,
Right.
You must figure them out.
But yeah,
I'm telling you
yeah.
something now. I have to just listen to a person talking, you see right in them head. You know what them is all about. Just listen to all them talk.
Mm-hmm.
There is no great pretender.
True.
Just listen to them talk. I have them lock. No problem.
Yeah. But there's a lot of people who are not listening, because everybody is anxious to get into a relationship. So sometimes people are desperate. They're lonely. They want a relationship. No, 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 no. So they feel like it's a
No, you have
shame.
one man. Listen.
But
Me
me
I
just
just tell you
finish my
something now.
sentence.
If me find myself in a position like that,
Yeah.
me I try to change the person. The way how me want them, but that's impossible. That is impossible. I mean, in the sense you put yourself in a predicament there.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, no, but I understand what you're saying, because most of the time that's how people end up in relationship, because they see the red flags, or they see the problem that is coming up in the relationship. But sometimes they're thinking, you know what, as we go along, that can be fixed, or we will try to fix that, as you mentioned. Yes, you're trying to change the person, but most of the time you really cannot change. You can't change a person. Whatever you see, most of the time the person would have to want to change for themselves. Not saying that the person can't change, certain behavior, attitude, or whatsoever, but the person would have to do that for themselves, not you seeking to change a person. But
Yeah.
the point that I was coming at now is, nowadays some people feel like being single is a shame to be single. Not having children is a shame to not wanting children or not having children. Um, so some people looking at, oh, you reach a certain age, you're supposed to married already, you're supposed to settle down, and you know that society talking there already where people would have said it's time for you to have your family, have this, have that, and so on. Um,
Mm-hmm.
what you think about it's come like we change we stray from the topic straight from the topic, with the feminine thing, but it have to take in all of
No,
this in a
alright.
way.
Yeah, man, say no,
Yeah.
no. You can't live a life to please people, you know. You understand? You ever hear about the man and his wife and the donkey? Yet?
Mm-hmm.
The man, the man ride the donkey and his wife for walk and them and say, the man wicked team wife, him can't make sure ride the donkey. And the man up on the donkey with him wife and him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, say, them and say, the man and the wife wicked to the donkey. Then the next thing now, the man make the donkey a walk free, and him and his wife a walk, with the three of them a walk. You know what them say? The man wicked to himself and the wife, he then ride the donkey. So you can't please people. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Right.
You have to live your own life. I'm going to show you something now. If you have your nana children, you can't a God work, you can't go into that.
Mm-hmm.
That's another your work and that's another people business. What if you're not fertile to have
Mm-hmm.
a child? You know, no wife, you have to just live without it. Anything we have, you have to live without it. What you have to do? Kill yourself, you know, have a wife?
Yeah, some people want to do that for true. It's true, but it's a real thing.
Mr. Mr. talk to one girl one day, and I stop there with him and the girl I say, you know, want children. She teach 500 children in her lifetime already. And that girl not even 25.
But that I
You
was about to
understand?
come to
She
that
teach,
point. Yeah, go ahead and talk. Yeah.
she said, she teach at two school at Jamaica and one school at South Carolina and USA. And she teach 500 students.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, want a child. Me can't blame her. Me
Mm-hmm.
can't blame
Mm-hmm.
her, you know.
Yes,
You understand?
and I believe in 2025 or even prior
And
to
you know what she say?
2025.
You say, you have some people, you know, want no children, but them have them just to please society. Just to
Ah.
please society. You can't live to please society.
Mm-hmm.
Anything we don't get to live without it.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, just true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Anything we don't get.
I agree with you 100% because you have some nowadays. I find that young people are smarter, or they are thinking um more, what do you call it, in a practical sense than probably me when I was growing up. Because when we were growing up, we used to just go off what society set, like by the time you reach 21 or this age or that age, you want to get married, settle down. You always settle down like you store up. Settle down, married, have kids, have a house, car, and all them kind of thing is like that is always at the forefront, like the plan. But nowadays, how society is, there is no what you call it, there's no hard and fast thing right now where a person is going to set out, oh, this has to go this way, that like they plan out the life to the T, because life is different nowadays. Life is totally different. And I think like
Yeah.
smarter people out there, like people who take charge of themselves, are making that
Yeah.
decision boldly to say they just focusing on themselves, and they don't care what society have to say about if they are single, if they don't have children, if they still live with their parents. Because most of the time people used to use that stigma and run into society just willy-nilly, and when they're done, they find themselves in some difficult situation, and then parents too not even trying to help them back to say, okay, come home. If you can't manage out there, come home. Parents are saying, no, you come out, so go on about your business and you're on your own, and you have to out there trying
Yeah.
to struggle, and you just left out there to you know, like the prodigal son, basically. Not even like the prodigal son, because at least he did have a place to return back to. But
Yeah.
everybody out there struggle. And then when you look now, you find two struggle people trying to go together now to have a relationship. and to start a family with a struggle mentality, and not, and so yeah, you can speak about it. Oh, I thought you wanted to say something, but yeah, I find like more people now are wising up. Our younger people, they are making decision for themselves, and they are not watching what society has to say about what they do in their life. Because
You know what, people?
yeah.
It's a wife has to come to me. Cause I'm gonna show you something now. You see how brother when I'm up on TikTok near mother's love.
No, what you just say, you say what have to come to you? Wife?
Me have to get a wife in another lifetime, so I'm not worry
Oh,
about that.
wife.
Cause I'm
Oh,
gonna show you something now.
yeah.
You know, see one brother when them call mother's love on
Yeah, I
TikTok. You
saw
know, see
him
him mother
married
dead one
now.
day.
Yeah, and he
Him,
married.
him mother dead, and buried.
Yeah.
And the same time, him mother dead and buried a woman married to him.
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm.
me not really watch them something there. Me know me have to get one.
But
You understand?
you think marriage. I think mostly it is very important for a man to get married. Don't you think more than a woman? What do you think?
Alright, you see? Married has a status in a society, you know. You know to say when you apply for your passport, they ask you, what's your relationship
Status.
status? You understand?
Right. But
Any man can marry.
may I
Any
ask a
man can marry.
question?
You ever hear them say every stick of them over bush?
Yeah, but you're not answer my
Every
question.
over been stick of bush.
Yeah.
Eh?
You're not answer
Ask me
my.
the question again.
May
Ask me
I,
the question
may I
again.
ask you, say, do you think a man, it is more important for a man to get married than a woman wanting to marry? That was a question, yeah.
No, listen no. It can be more important for a man get married than a woman. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
I, did I ask a
Definitely.
question? All right. From what I am observing, I think more men want to be married nowadays than women want to be married. That is what I don't know if you observe that. Are you observing? Because back in my days, women wanted to get married. Like if they're with like a boyfriend and dating or have a child, the intention is to get married, right? Once you start date in back in my time, the intention is a woman want to get married and go in our church and then something. But in today's world, I'm finding like you have still have a few women want to get married, but I feel like I'm seeing more men want to get married and so on than women want to be single. And most women want to be single. Are you finding that if you don't mind, like when you're out there in the
All
dating
right.
world and so on, you find more women want to be
Feel like
single.
I feel like the woman them more second than the man them. You
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yes.
some man now just want to run wild animal all the day them life, you know. I'm gonna show you something now. You have some man that have them things. They have them
Mm-hmm.
money and them business and them house and them something. So to them no want dead left nothing to give the woman, then no want married. Because I notice that with some
As
man,
well.
when me
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
them have the woman that they are 40 years and now married to her.
Yes, I heard
Two
like
them,
that.
two
Yeah.
them a look and say, two them a look and say, if they marry the woman, I'll get this and the woman, I'll get that.
Mm-hmm. So it's like society now is just screwed up. Like everybody, nobody no trust nobody anymore. You know, everybody I watch out of them head back and I look what because people are just so fake. People are
Why?
just fake. So it's even with as we're talking about the topic where we went into other things, but as we talk about the feminine woman and the masculine man, sometimes it is it is by choice that a woman decide to be masculine, because sometimes if you if for example myself, I don't know when I took on a masculine role. Maybe people, I might have a feminine side to me, but the masculine has to be the dominant role because if, say, for example, as a woman, you have your kids to look about and you're planning your future, and say, for example, you're with a man and the man is laid back. Sometimes you can't bother to wait on the man to, with the slow movements there, and you're trying to wait on him to make decision, and especially when a man it's like you don't even know if him with the family or him not with the family, because some man looking outside too. So as a woman, if a man fooling around doing other stuff, she just have to put on that pants and move on and don't even care what he wants to do, and then you take on that masculine role because now you have your kids to raise, you have your kids to send to school, so you have to do what you have to do. If you have to do two jobs, you have to take it on. If you have to do some, you remember back in the days, you used to have certain jobs that were more male dominant. No, every job out there now, a woman will do it. Every any job at all, a woman can take it on too. If it's to build something at home, a woman can do it. So when you look, it's like the woman start doing stuff that the men take time back away from, that now put her in that position where it seems as if she don't need a man anymore, because it's like men start to neglect their women, especially in our black society. What you think about that? Don't sleep on men now.
All right. You see, the woman now, the woman have a role to play. No? Remember, woman strong, woman stronger than man, But
Mm.
society you show you that part there. All right.
When you say
You see a
stronger, what
woman
you
go through,
mean? Be more
all
specific when
right.
you say.
You see a woman go through if you have baby.
Hmm. You're not talking about physically
Yes.
strong. You're talking about their emotions and
Mentally strong
tolerance
rather than men.
mentally. True.
All right. Sometimes my mother carry some bag, me wonder how she carry that. You understand what I mean? Say, even though she not really carry it in her journey, but I wonder how she carry that. Because she have two bags in her hand. Half the amount, every like a 50 pounds. 25 in a one bag and 25 in the next bag.
Mm.
25 pound of market stuff and 25 pound of wholesale stuff, rice and then something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's me have to really say, oh, she do this.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I do this, we have to have a box for me there or something.
Mm-hmm.
But the woman kind of strong,
And
The
they
woman
don't
stronger than the man
complain.
more time.
And women don't complain and
No, they
gripey
don't.
gripey like men. Because men, they will be going
Um,
through stuff, And even though there's a woman chat a lot, but men chat nothing. Because men
I
will be
never tell
going.
you something,
Mm-hmm.
Never tell you something. A man will go out and go cheat for the woman and she find out, she take it like nothing.
All
But
right.
make a woman never cheat for the man and him find out. He
But like
want
a
to kill the man
baby.
where she do it with.
Yeah.
He want to kill the woman. He
Yes.
want to kill himself.
Yes.
Right away,
And
three people he want to kill. And the
exactly.
woman just take it to the grain of salt.
But me glad say you attack as a man. Me glad say as a man you attack,
No,
because
me
sometimes,
only talk the truth, never not tell
yeah,
lie,
because sometimes some men, when you tell them these things, they start blame woman for everything. They blame woman for this, they blame woman for that. One of the time I
No,
remember I was having a
see,
discussion, you see,
me
and
not go tell no lie to pick you up nothing.
well, I know sometimes that will show you, oh, men, they blame women for their, not saying that sometimes in life you don't have to lay the blame where it is, but then you still have your life, you still have your health, your strength. Pick up the pieces and move on. Not move on, but not in terms of forgetting about certain things. But I'm just saying, men will, like, they go through relationship or maybe family situation, and they just lay down and play dead. While a woman now we just take it up and just know say she have all sort of trauma upon her head, all sort of things, all sort of situation where she has been through, and she have to run with it for take care of herself, take care of her kids and whatever she need to do. While a man now we just have it upon him like a burden, and him just can't move. But as you say, women, we make so different, like we women and men are so different, and sometimes who fail to understand it. And even men too, even mothers or family growing up their boy kids, sometimes they don't realize that the men absorb so much hurt, so much emotional trauma, and then they tell you, oh, you're not supposed to cry, you must be a man, tough it out. And so sometimes a man don't get a chance to heal and to let out, because, and so he bottle it up, and then probably just kind of hold it in, and then it prevent him from moving forward. While the woman, she will move forward with all the baggage and her, all the trauma, all the this, all the junk, everything. She will still keep going. But a man, it's like he can't. Sometimes some men can't function, or they don't know how to address certain situations that's happening to them. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true. Woman stronger than man. But some man, you you can't tell them that they must say, oh, men are the leaders, and so on and so on. I don't think they really understand what leaders are. So coming back to the topic with the alpha male and this whole soft woman type of thing, where some men, they are saying, oh, they are the leaders, they are the boss. A woman not supposed to, a woman must be submissive, and a woman must be this, and a woman must be that. And a lot of men use the word submissive without even firstly understanding what their role are in order for a woman to be submissive to them. Because to me personally,
Mm-hmm.
being submissive to a man, right? A man don't have to tell me that, oh, I am the man, I am the boss, and this, and tough up and bust up in chest. First, it comes with respect. For the man, him have to respect himself. Him have to respect himself, him have to
Mm-hmm.
respect him woman, and just know that it's just a natural thing. It's not no bullying thing. It's nothing like that. And the woman have to respect her husband, respect herself as a woman, and respect her husband or her man. So with those respect being in the midst, right? Everybody role is gonna put
Yeah.
in place. And if the man is doing what he's supposed to do and moving in the front, leading in the front, that means if I'm here as a woman and I know I need a planter box to build, or something to do, or I have a picture frame to hang up or something, right? I have some stuff to do, or we're living in a rental apartment and we have 3 kids, and we in a 1 bedroom house. The man must look and see that, listen, we can't stay in this 1 bedroom. But most of the time, it's the woman making that decision to say, Johnny, we in this 1 bedroom, we need to come out of the 1 bedroom, because the kids them get big. It's like the man now see that him can't see that with him eye. And then when the woman bring that to him, him go say, me no have no money. Him not try to make, you know, preparation, which him should have made the preparation from before he get the woman pregnant with 3 picnic. You understand? So you find now men are reacting to situation. They are not proactive to planning their life before them take on responsibility. And as spiritual Bible stories say, because they don't even put God in the midst of their life most of the time. And sometimes now they are dependent on themselves, and they're not calling upon God for help, and they're not, trying to meditate and think about things before they do it. They just jumping here and there, breathing woman over there and over here. And then they find themselves in a cornered situation. So most of the time when a woman look and see a man like that, she realizes that this man is a logger-headed man. And so he might be muscular, he might be 6 foot tall, he might have a deep husky voice. However, she don't see him as a leader. She don't respect him because he's not acting respectable. You know?
Yeah.
And so that's why submissiveness will not come to a man like that. Because as a woman, I would not submit myself to a man like that who is not looking out for his family. He's doing stupid things out on the road. He's taking his money for the household, to give it to woman on the side and doing all that kind of careless living. I would not submit myself to that, because guess what? I have my morals. I know what is expected of him. And if he's not living up to that expectation, no, I cannot be submissive to somebody like that. That's a demon. So most of the time, you have these men out there talking about women to be submissive and so on and so forth, but they are not acting in that way. Yeah, go ahead.
I want my woman to be submissive. No? I want my woman to be submissive in the bedroom after that. You understand? But during the course of the day, yeah, you won't big woman. Don't laugh.
Oh, but I was expecting you to give me a more general answer and not a specific position you want her to be submissive in the bedroom. I was talking about it in a more general concept. But anyway, that's your take on submissive. So what you think about submissive in entirety in the relationship, where the woman, that whole submissive word that men
No,
keep
you
saying
see, when
and
it touch night time, yeah, you miss it. When it touch night time,
mm-hmm.
my woman has to be submissive. You have to know, say, oh, the shop have to run free. The shop can't lock. Huh?
But a woman can, that can happen, but the woman still, okay, I think you're just using the submissive thing in your way how you want to use it, but you're not using it as how the men, um the biblical term of it. I know men nowadays are saying women are not submissive. They are acting in a masculine energy and devil energy and so much things that they would say about women. And I'm saying it's both parties, both people are not getting their role right, right? I think the human race of every animal that God created, all the other animals which are lower category than the human, they know their role they know their gender role. That means the male animal, what he is supposed to do. The female know what she is supposed to do. Only the human being get things twisted, are always doing something twisted. We know the right thing, but when we are in the relationship, we're not taking accountability, and we're not taking, some of us, I'm not saying everybody, some people are not taking accountability and responsibility for their role and their actions. And because of that, you find so much divorce rate, so much relationship, so many breakup, and now people are not interested in relationship nowadays. And you hear who coming with what table and who coming to the table and all this table nonsense. Like, to me, if a man come to me and tell me about no what you bring to no table, him can take him table and go about in business, because first to begin, that's no,
Tell him to bring knife and fork to the table.
that's not a that's not that man would be ready and asking what you bring to the table. Like, that is just a disgusting topic I hear going
Tell him to bring
around.
knife and fork. Tell him to bring knife and fork to the table.
He must come with the table, and I'm ready to sit around the table. So he should cultivate his table, like he should create his table, come with the table, and then you observe how I serve you at the table. You know what I mean? But you don't have to bring to the table. Like, like, come with your table, come with everything, and so on. And then you can observe if this woman is treating you the right way at the table or whatsoever. I don't even know what to say about that. But
Tell him to bring knife and fork to the table.
you're ready to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's this whole relationship thing, in terms of the feminine and masculinity, you know, it's something else. It's I had my thing here a while ago and it just closed up. Jeez, where it just gone? Just close up, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's just my take about that. Let me see. Let me find the thing. Jeez. Oh, trying to find back my train of thought. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if anybody in the comment, but nobody not in the comment here to ask me nothing right now. Yeah, so how would you deal with a woman with a strong personality, right? A strong um because I would say like women who have been single for a period of time and a woman who has been independent for a period of time, you usually think they have a strong um personality or a strong way about them. Maybe that's what people say that's masculine energy. Would you consider that like that? What would you think about that person?
You don't know how to answer that question then.
Yeah, I'm just asking you like say for example a woman who has been single for a while and she has a strong independence over independent on herself and you are to get into a relationship with that person right, would you think that that person that masculine would you call that person that energy a masculine energy?
No, well, no. Maybe that person go through a lot to them just take a stand.
Mm-hmm. Because
You understand?
I just want to kind of recap because I'm looking back at what Richard Bible story said, what is considered masculine energy. So I just want to say, sometimes persons, as you said, a person can have gone through a lot, and and a lot doesn't mean relationship, and it doesn't mean that she gone through a lot of man either. It can mean she gone through a lot of knowing how people are, because it could be work, it could be family, it could be relationship, it could be so many things, so many different things in life that the person decide to be independent and not dependent on a person or dependent on any man or anything like that, and then she's being tagged with masculine energy, like to say, oh, you have a masculine energy. So that's why I just asked you that, if you how you see that, if you see that as masculine energy. But you said no. You just said a person have gone through a lot. And so how would you deal with that? If you have a woman like that, how would you deal with that person?
All right, here we go on. We have to try my best to understand that.
Yeah. Yeah, understanding is important. Understanding a person. To know if you are compatible with them. Because a person could be a good person, gone through a lot, but you might
Yes,
not be
but
compatible to the person either. Because they might not be emotionally available either for wanting to a relationship. Because some people might strongly gone through a lot that they decide, like, you know what, they want to be by themselves, and nothing is wrong with that. Because I find nowadays when a person say that they want to be by themselves, sometimes some some men are like forcing, like pushing. Because I can speak from, like, you know myself. Like I've come across like individual, right? And the man like is in his 60s or so, retired. and he said he like me, is interested. But to me, I don't know what is his background, what is his situation, right? But I'm not interested. But to me, like if to me, if a man, and even me as a older woman too, not in a relationship, that should be a red flag. Could be a red flag to say why at a certain age you're not in a relationship. It could be a red flag, and I said could be. But sometimes you don't
Yeah, you
even
know,
want to know what the red flag is, because I'm just thinking like if your wife or your husband not dead, what happened while you're by yourself? Why what happened while you're single? Is it by choice? Some people choose not to want to be in a relationship, but if you're desperately wanting to be in a relationship at a certain age, like 60 and them age there, me don't know. It speaks like you, especially a man, it speaks like he was wasting time, and one of the fat around man them were just run around, and now you want to settle down with somebody, so it's gonna be telling later on, because even though sometimes they said, oh, older woman uno can't get no man, this that and whatever, because uno too old and man no want to know. Sometimes a lot of older women don't really want no relationship, because they've been around the block and they know the problem that comes with relationship. And sometimes
you
they
can tell us something
prefer
now.
their peace over a
Yeah.
relationship.
Me I go tell you something about the older woman now. Enough older woman we see, they look
Mm-hmm.
better than them daughter,
Yeah. No,
A
man.
regular thing when me say somebody, it's a woman look better than them daughter.
Because older woman, them raise them children already. And then at the final part of them life now, then get little time for themselves. So they feel like it's best to just spend the rest of their time with themselves, and just because you have a lot of women, lot of like women in their 50s, 60s, 70s, you can't believe said how them look, and most of the time it's because I'm single. But if you look on a married couple, most of the time you see the woman look older than the man, always look younger than the woman when they're married. Like if them up in her age, most of the man look younger and stronger, and the woman look feeble. Cause she been taking care of for this baby. So I think that, no disrespect to some of the good, some of them look like brother and sister too. But sometimes it's stressing. Sometimes it can be stressing for some people. They're in a relationship for long and they are not happy. You know? They are not
Yeah.
happy in the relationship. So nowadays, people looking for their peace. They want, if they're in a relationship, they want something peaceful. It's nothing about what you bring to the table and all of them something there. People want peace and just know so everybody come to the table and just make the table and just put food on the table. Everybody just eat from the table and just know so everybody all right. Pay bills and do what need to be done, and everybody happy. But I know what you bring to the table, like physical and monetary and all these things are just frills. These things are just we can't take them with we go nowhere. These things are just materialistic thoughts that people use it to manipulate each other and bring down each other and everything. So from a person come and say what you bring to the table, it's a manipulation thing them ready with now. Because from them say bring to table now. I ready for customer have now, are you ready to tell me say me nah nothing to eat tables? me nah have nothing. So right there, so now I bring down in the room. So what we are going in a relationship for?
I don't think I already, say. Knife and fork you bring to the table.
But I'm just throwing it out there because a lot of these talks are going around, and we're just dissecting it in our little way. To say that that's some kind of nonsensical thing. Even the talk about 50-50 in relationship and all of that. I don't go with those things because guess what? I always look at it and I said 50-50. Most of the time they're talking about money. 50-50 with money. They're talking about money. Because from you putting a number to something and saying, oh, come 50-50. There's so many things that goes into a relationship. As we talk about spirituality, we talk about finances, we talk about sex, we talk about household chores, we talk about, children, raising family. So coming when people say, oh, 50-50, most of the time it's money they're talking, put up money, 50-50 money. Those kind of relationship people talking about that are shallow minded. They are very shallow minded, and they are not going from a place of love. Because if they're not going from a place of love, that's when they come about
Mm-hmm.
monetary with this 50-50 talking. Because everybody should be coming with them 100% self. So if your 100% is $10 and my 100% is $20, it's $30 right there. So financially, and plus your whole body and effort and energy, any energy where you have to expel into your life, it must come to your family. Like, so if you need to chop down one tree, you're supposed to chop down the tree for your family.
Mm-hmm.
So your energy should be coming to your family. So your energy is something too. Your time, your effort is for something. You know, makes sense, right? Say for example, you are a. Say for example, I am a. What can I say now? Like I'm a construction worker. And me I build house for people out the road and me not no house for my family. What that makes sense? Your family live on that tree. So your energy, your time, your skills, everything what you do is supposed to come to your family. That's all me say 100. So if me can't bother with that 50-50 type of people like that, because to me, I look at a relationship is deeper than that. When I love deeper than that. So if a person would love me from a standpoint of, oh, they gonna look on where them give me and where me give them and match it up and look at it like that and see if it balance. Me, I don't like that. Cause it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You shouldn't be looking at what you
Mm-hmm.
do for your family and I look upon it with a price. It shouldn't have a value tag to put on that. Because you should be doing it from your heart, you should be doing it from your soul. So anything where you need to do for your family, you put your neck on the block out there for them. That's how me feel. So that 50-50 tag, and so me no really go with that thing. And who should pay for the bill? If you go out, if man should pay for the bill or woman should pay for the bill. My
Mm-hmm.
money is his money, his money is my money. So we wouldn't know who going we going know who all the money I go pay. It's just the money going pay the bill. You get what I mean? So it's not about my money going pay for the bill for the food where we eat, or your money going pay for the food. You eating or I am eating is it should be your husband's satisfaction, it should be your wife's satisfaction for know say you eat. So it shouldn't be a thing like, oh, you just eat a lobster and you just drink a bottle of wine and that came to this and my one came to this. And I don't know. But can't put a number upon certain levity, you understand? It's either you can't eat the lobster or you don't only just go eat a tin of sardine and something or go eat some tin mackerel and two dumpling at the end of the day, you understand? So it shouldn't be
Yeah.
like people talking about you're going into a relationship. We're not about dating now. When you're dating, you're not in a relationship, you're just a date. You're not sure if that person there or that man there gonna be your husband, you're not sure if the woman are gonna be your wife. So in that situation, yes, you can go 50-50 with dating. But when you're in a relationship now, well, the two wanna come together now. One should not look around to see that one should have focus, one should have focus on the relationship and I deal with business now. So everything should be in the pot, bubbling. Everybody thinks for just get it and just know say we are working together to achieve a certain goal, right? That is
Mm-hmm.
when you're building a relationship. But it depends now. Nowadays, it's bare fake people. I bare fake people. So everybody have to be careful and cautious now, But if two people building from scratch, that is how I see it. But nowadays, when relationship people are coming into relationship now, it's like, oh my gosh, now you have to put on your visor to know if people are genuine and who is coming for what. Because just as you mentioned earlier, a man might have him things when you look, a woman are come to take away him things where he work hard for. And she never put a dollar to, you know. So because of that, some men are scared of going into relationship too. Or women. You understand? Because people are not genuine. So it's a very tricky situation. So any final thoughts on anything?
All right. Well, good.
Hmm?
We have a good going. We have a good going this evening.
Yeah. Because I would.
Looking forward to another exclusive like this.
Yeah. Come let me blow
Yeah,
this
it was
nostril.
very good.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody just asked me to talk about that topic, but the whole masculine, female, and it's very, it depends on a person who how them see, the whole masculine energy and feminine energy and so on. And sometimes there are reasons why a woman in a relationship have to put on her masculine energy, and a man, because sometimes some of the man step back out of the relationship. So if the man step back and the woman step back, who will run the house, who will run the relationship? So so somebody have to take the lead. So most of the time the men are expected to do that. In my opinion, the man is supposed to be the head of the house. But nowadays it's so hard to find a real man, because woman a play a man role and all these things. And some of the men are not manning up. Some of them are doing other things. They want to be feminine, right?
Chicken up here business.
So we don't have enough men to go around. So some women have to be single, and nothing is wrong with being single or choosing to be single. Even in the men too, until they find the right person. Because some man decides that them now go just run around and just settle down with anybody. Them know exactly what they're looking for. Them work on themselves, and them know so when that virtuous woman come, that is the woman who them a work with. So kudos to those men out there who are doing the right thing, and those who are prospective men of integrity,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to do the right thing. I applaud you guys. And the women who are out there to doing the father role, I applaud you just the same. Because if a woman have to put on the so-called masculine energy where they matter about, you have to do what you have to do, ladies, to survive and to take care of your kids and other stuff that you have to deal with. So yeah. So I just want to thank you so much, for stopping by and chatting with us tonight. You know, I know you said you want to go watch the time now. I know you said you're going to watch what is it? Reggae Sun Splash? What is it? Some
Reggae,
fest?
reggae something.
Some
Yeah.
fest, yeah. And a thing like that. So um basically we're at the end here now, and I've recapped what we have gone through. So I want to thank you for joining me. And guys, thank you, those of you in the chat who supported the live. And guys, remember to subscribe to the channel Listen to this conversation and make your comments below. I will see it later on, and I can always, and if you want us to talk about any other topic, you can put it below, and I can, have a guest on to help me to discuss the topic. This was a very wonderful and vibrant discussion with you tonight, Maurice. I appreciate you so much for coming and
Thank you very much.
talking with
It's a
me.
pleasure being here, and I'm willing to do it again
Thank
and
you.
again and again and again.
Okay. Yes, guys. So, yes, so we're just gonna come to the end of the live, and thank you for joining, and we'll see you in a next video. So, bye for now. We're going to watch Reggae Sumfest. Sumfest. All right, guys. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy this conversation. Bye. Bye, Maurice.
Bye bye. Have a good night.
You as well.